Well, hello, Entredentists. Angus Pryor, creator of the Dental Profit System and co-author of the Kindle-crushing book, The Better Business Book, bringing you this week's Marketing Monday, the weekly show designed to give you actionable tips to boost the marketing of your dental practice. Now today we're continuing our series on Facebook and we're going to be looking at the organic elements, the unpaid elements of Facebook. So this is part of a series. Just as a reminder, last week we looked at the different parts of Facebook, and in fact I'm going to just show you, and hello to everyone who's giving me the thumbs up. You know, I really appreciate it. So if you're watching, just give me a thumbs up, but just, hey Matt, long time no see. That gives me the encouragement to keep going and just giving you value. Now, Facebook, let's just do a little breakdown of the opportunities that are available in Facebook, and then we're going to answer the question for today. The question for today is, are organic posts in Facebook a complete waste of time for your business? A little reminder on the screen. So let's just remind ourselves, we've got Facebook. There are, I guess you could say, 4 different elements. You've got O for organic, like that, that's the unpaid posts. Now this is, excuse me, I'm going to talk about business today, not personal. Personal, completely different story, but this is about business. So you've got the organic, you've got Facebook Live, which we will talk about next time. You've got boosting, and then you've got ads. And last week I gave you a bit of an overview about how those things work together. But today what I wanted, hey Justin, all the way from California, how about that? Give me a thumbs up, brother. He was a good man. So there we go. Thank you, David, too, for the thumbs up. The part that I want to focus on today is organic. Now, just to sort of set the scene, woohoo, there we are. I really love it. I want to tell you a little bit about how Facebook works. Hey, David. Once upon a time, if you had 100 people who'd liked your page, whether that's your personal page or your business page, then if you put a post and, I don't know, let's imagine, you know, your smiling faces, and let's say this is a client, and well, I'm mainly dealing with dentists, so you know, they just got their braces off, so you know, big deal, big smile. You'd post that on Facebook. You've got 100 likes, and if we were having this conversation a few years ago, then a fairly high portion of these 100 people who've liked your page would actually see that post. Something's changed. As time has moved on, we just got a question from Michael. Do I have any knowledge about advertising laboratory services on Facebook? It's one that you need to tune in for when we get into advertising. I don't think I'm going to talk about it a lot today, except to say that Facebook ads do work. All right, that's my interjection, and then we'll keep going. So, once upon a time, 100 people liked your page. You put a post there if you're a dentist, you know, someone's got their braces off. Woohoo, awesome. And everyone was thinking how cool that is. G'day, Todd. We've got a really great group today. Over time, the Facebook algorithm, the formula which determines who sees what, has got narrower and narrower and narrower. Now, you think about it. If you're Facebook and you've got 100 people who like your page and you post something and they all get to see it, then there's less reliance for business people to be doing what? Spending money on ads. And one of the biggest changes that has happened and it's just a constant change, is that algorithm is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. If I take that photo of someone who's got their braces off and post it to my business page, I can tell you, and there was something in one of the dental magazines recently looking at this, they reckon this figure now for a post that doesn't have any likes, doesn't have any shares, etc., that less than 1% of people will actually see that in their feed. Less than 1%. And that's because they keep tightening the algorithm, because if you're a business, they want you spending money. So if I answer my question then and say, is it a complete waste of time? Using old methods? Yes, it's a complete waste of time, but there are some things you can do. Now, just as an aside, post something, don't get any shares or likes or comments or anything. Now it seems to be less than 1% of your people on your business page are going to see it. However, the more shares, likes, comments you can get, the more people will see that. But nevertheless, it may be, and I don't know what the numbers are, but let's say you got 3 comments, 2 shares and 10 likes. It might be that this number might get up to 30 people would see that in their feed, or maybe 40. It's pretty tough. And so there's 2 messages here. One is, if you're going to use the old ways, forget about it. The second is, you want to make content that is eminently shareable, likable, and that people will make comments on. So that's why you'll notice I go for the most kind of provocative, interesting titles that I can for my posts. However, the other thing that we really need to think about is, when you're looking at your organic stuff from a business point of view, let me ask you this question. Thank you, Justin. You've nailed it in one word: engagement. Hashtag engagement. Why are people on Facebook? Do you think that I'm getting some brilliant engagement today. I'll fix you up next time I see you, Justin. Speaking of which, come on, we've got to hook up on that. You've got a podcast, I believe, from memory. Why are people on Facebook? It's not to find out about your business. Facebook is not Google. People don't go there to sort of search for, and I'll use the example roof cleaning, because that's something that, it's something that a real estate agent told us we should do for our place. So therefore, one thing that's really important here, if you're doing your posts, you want them to be social, because people are on Facebook for social purposes. And so we've figured out that algorithm's got tighter and tighter, but if you can get this social aspect, if you can get some engagement, Justin, then that's going to help massively. And the one thing that you really can get a benefit from is drawing on the fact that people only do business with people that they know, like, and trust. And if it's someone who doesn't know your business at all, then if they can pick up on this social stuff, then there's definitely some value there. But if you're thinking you want to be using your organic stuff to promote, whatever it happens to be, I would say, in my view, complete waste of time. Once upon a time, a few years ago, sure, but now for actually advertising in the organic, for a dentist. Now, if you're a travel agent or something that people really love doing, that's a totally different story. But for most people, the level of engagement with dentistry is very low, so using your organic for that purpose is definitely not worth it. All right, well, that's a quick, so basically in summary, trying to do ads through your organic for a dental business, complete waste of time. The number of people who are seeing your post is far fewer than ever, but what you do want to be doing is boosting the social aspect, getting that know, like, and trust. If you can boost that, which means, photos of people taking their braces off is cool, but what about photos of a team meeting? What about if you go and do bowling together? What about, so-and-so's just got back from a holiday? It's more that sort of stuff, and that's the nature of what people are on when they're in Facebook. So that's pretty much it for this week. Next week, we're going to look at Facebook Live, which is what I'm doing right now. Some of you will be watching this after the event. Then we've got boosting on Facebook, and we've got Facebook ads. So make sure you stay tuned. Otherwise, the final thing I need to mention is I've got 2 live events in the coming 2 months. Next month in Melbourne. The date, what is the date? The date will be in the show notes. If you go to Dental Profit Systems /Dent events, I'll see if I can write that out backwards. Dent events. It's 2 hours in the CBD in Melbourne. It's $33 and we feed you, aka you're not paying a cracker. That's you pay for your dinner. 2 hours with me, looking at a whole range of ways that you can boost the marketing of your practice. And then dentalbusiness.com.au. This is a really exciting event. 5 expert speakers, all things business. It's in Sydney, 2nd of December, and we've got Christmas drinks afterwards. dentalbusiness.com.au. Otherwise, for me, Angus Pryor, signing off. In fact, it was going to be next week. No, it's not. Exciting news in my household. My son's getting married this Saturday. And I'm going on a little holiday afterwards. So you're not going to see anything from me on Facebook Live for the next 2 weeks, but I'll come back with the rest of it after that. Otherwise, until I see you next time, Angus Pryor signing off.